was 3 of them, John.
Did you recognize any of them?
They were masked. They came in the back way. Surprised me. Got me in the shoulder.
Shot in the shoulder, but no blood on his shirt. Sheriff Higgins believes he's just shot and killed his best friend. Fine, reasonable. But how did he not hear the outlaw's gunshot, which actually killed his best friend? Was he not listening? Also, Sheriff Higgins believes that this accident means he needs to quit being a lawman. With that sin being said, he should have never fired his gun at an unidentified target. This is why trigger discipline became essential after the Old West.
Well, Williams, I guess you get your old job back.
These fellas' hats are for watering the horses.
He's a strange feller, Bob. How he hates outlaws. Says they're to blame for him shooting old Dan.
Putting aside the fact that it wasn't John Higgins, he pulled the trigger onto an unidentified target.
Mighty nice of you to give me this ring, Black Eagle.
You keep me, my people, your friend.
Well, thanks. I won't forget.
A John Wayne character is on friendly terms with Indians cliché. Also, these Indian fellas will obviously be back later to help John Higgins with trouble. GTA. Higgins with the ball hammer. Ball game. Now someone has had all too much of the giggle juice.
Value your life. Keep down.
You could walk faster than these old-timed automobiles, and the movie wants you to believe you could go this fast.
Well, hello, John. Miss Matthews, I want you to meet my friend, John Higgins.
I'm glad to know you, Mr. Higgins.
Thank you.
Won't you sit down?
Bess fails to recognize John Higgins' tall figure suspiciously being similar to the man who saved her before.
The sheriff's been telling me about your thrilling experience.
Thrilling. It was terrific. That bandit was the most hideous, the most horrible creature that ever was born.
You don't say.
Irony. Also, clean-shaven propaganda. 5 sins.
Aunt Martha. Bess Matthews. How you have grown. And you didn't forget me. Certainly not. Well, you shouldn't. I spanked you aplenty when you was a brat.
Old aunt that delivers spankings cliché.
John Higgins, I might have known I'd have to cook for you.
Ain't my appetite. It's a swell way you cook.
Oh, there you go, always flattering. And what's more, he leans back and breaks every chair in the kitchen.
Tall shaming. Also, what's your problem, lady? Any cook such as yourself should be happy if a cowboy's appetite is in your home.
See? Everything's working out fine.
Yeah, so far. How's it all gonna end?
Probably with a gunfight, redemption, and successful romance. John Higgins has clearly never seen a 1930s black and white western.
Start repairing the fences and see if I can't develop some new water holes.
You know, it's strange, but your voice keeps reminding me of...
Of Mr. Bluebeard?
Yes.
Well, I'm sorry, I might change it. I can talk up here like this.
Don't be silly.
The path to maidenlessness. Golly, that word is a mouthful.
Oh, I haven't been lonesome exactly. I've enjoyed being with you. Our rides and evenings with the fire.
I've enjoyed them, too.
It's the first time you've said so. You've always been so strange and distant. It's the first time you've said so. You've always been so strange and distant. Don't you like me?
Well, that's just it, Bess. Well, someday you're going to hate me. It's inevitable.
Not so subtle foreshadowing.
I want you to know Mr. Dixon.
How do you do?
How do you do? Miss Matthews is boss of the Lazy M.
Oh, it's a pleasure to know you, Miss Matthews. May I have the honor of the first dance?
I'm sorry, but that's spoken for. But you may have the second.
Oh, well, thank you.
Being placed as a backup.
I'm terribly happy.
I'm glad. Being in a crowd must make a difference.
It's not the crowd. I'm happy because I'm in your arms.
It could only be like that.
Wah, wah, wah.
Mighty strange, dancing with her foreman. And he the man what killed her father.
Foreman?
Yes, didn't you know it?
No, that is funny.
The second place backup fella finds information to strike down the winner. How convenient.
No food. You got to have your wits tonight. Yeah, and a little courage. You don't need any courage for this job. Pete, the dance is all we have to do is break in and grab the money and beat it. Chief said wait till the milking contest's on, and there won't be anybody leaving. We won't be seen.
The good guy happens to hear the bad guy's plan.
I hardly know how to begin. But when I say I know who you really are and what you are, perhaps you'll understand. Why did you wait months to wear that ring, Mr. Road Agent? And tonight, with my own eyes, I saw you rob the Wells Fargo.
Followed me?
I followed you. And I found out that you're not only a bandit and a robber, but a murderer as well. You killed my father. You can't deny it. The whole town knows it.
I'm not trying to deny it, but won't you let me explain?
Explain. I wouldn't believe anything you said. You've lived a lie ever since you've been here.
All you have to do is quickly say it was an accident. Tell the truth. Instead, Higgins allows Bess to draw her own conclusion.
You were right when you said I'd hate you. There aren't words vile enough to express my contempt for you.
Just call him an unjolly, lily-livered coot. That'll lose his marbles.
I never want to see you again.
I never want to see you again, even though I'm ultimately gonna end up seeing you again, cliché. And again, Higgins can explain it was an accident. Instead, he allows Bess to keep thinking it was premeditated. Quietest Indian attack ever. Holy smokes, a grunt. I forgot those existed.
Drop that gun, Dixon.
I arrest you for the murder of Dan Matthews. Blackie Martin just confessed.
Now Dixon has sharp pieces in his eye. Hope it was worth evading arrest.
Please.
Bess protects a criminal. Run, Forrest, run. Bat tackle. Fatality.
John's been gone nearly 2 months now. I wonder if he'll ever come back.
After you said before.
Now get out of here. I never want to see you again.
Her pretty little blonde head just can't decide.
His place over there.
Thanks. I won't be long.
There. 2 hours are ready.
Maybe she gonna live there.
Yeah. Women are sure queer critters.
A line that would have a different meaning today.
Say, what's the sense in a fella starving himself to death for some locoed female? Let's get the heck out of here.
He leans back and breaks every chair in the kitchen.